Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today it is with great pride that I am unboxing the pinnacle of paradigms, a speaker system, their PersonaC centre speaker. This ginormous centre speaker with prestigious sound and control is utterly phenomenal. 15 to 500 watts power handling, beryllium dome tweeter and mid-range driver, 4 7-inch bass drivers in a brilliant 6-driver 3-way combination. It is astonishing. It'll sit there and tick over for all of the intimate details associated with any recorded material, and then challenge the biggest room as far as its ability to drive the throaty voices and dynamics associated with the most challenging soundtracks in any movie. It is utterly phenomenal and beautiful in its design. The packaging for a speaker of this is relatively muted. It is a freight carton. Banded together with straps to keep it closed, it has some basic designs on it for a Paradigm logo, the Persona, and of course its model. This is handcrafted in Canada, so you see all over the packaging exactly that, crafted in Canada. There is an implication of some of the design elements that we now see in all of the Persona range of speakers, and as we rotate it round we see scan information associated with the model and serial number, again handcrafted, a simple line drawing helping recommend how we might unbox it, and a repeat of everything as we rotate it around. Now this particular centre speaker is in a beautiful new colour option, which is a carbon black. It's just stunning. Okay, now opening this is pretty straightforward. The first thing you have to do is contend with the fact that this weighs 38 to 40 kilos. Probably more in its packaging, so it's difficult to lumber around. Unboxing it though is pretty straightforward because Paradigm, they've been doing it for years, decades, in fact nearly 40 years in this industry, so they know what they're doing as far as how to protect their products and freight. So let's have a look. Firstly, we need to get rid of the plastic banding, and that's pretty straightforward and easiest done in the upright position. Once the bands are gone, you'll see that it kind of opens like a fridge door. And the next part, you've got two choices depending on how you're going to do it. The first is to open it and use one of the flaps and slide it forward. The second is to roll it onto its back. And then do what you should do if you're trying to unbox anything on your own. And look at how difficult this thing is to move around. It's phenomenally heavy. Whenever you're unboxing any heavy piece of hi-fi, the first thing that you should do is position it so that you can lift the lightweight box off the heavy item, rather than trying to struggle with it at any point in time. It's pretty straightforward to roll the unit. And again, because the box opens front and back, it's very, very easy to get the opportunity to pull the box off. Now, once the box is off, we see this beautiful owner's manual, which is actually in a separate cardboard box. The box is sort of closed with a small flap. We'll pause and have a look at these accessories. So it comes with some adapter plates. This is specific to a series of stands that Paradigm produced for the speakers, and allows for the position that we'll see for that to key in absolutely brilliant. It comes with some basic information and how to register for warranties and other things like that. A beautiful logoed Paradigm polishing cloth. It has a certificate as far as a bit of a thank you for your purchase, and personally signed. This thing is signed. It's not printed. Signed by the people involved in the manufacturing and design of the speakers. And then we've got a comprehensive owner's manual. Now the owner's manual is bilingual, French and English, and it shows every detail of every way that you might position the centre, line drawings associated with it being on its stands, every question you might have of its positioning, its setup, or maximising its performance is clearly laid out in this very, very comprehensive manual. Right. Now the speaker itself, it's about looking at the fact that it is sealed inside a large plastic bag. And now that it's out of the box, it's relatively easy as far as that next step. It's simple enough without the use of a knife to start removing the heavyweight plastic bag. At one end there is not one but two sets of protective gloves, enabling you with a little rubber padding on it to enable you to confidently move this around without damaging its finish and look after the product. There's two sets because so many of Paradigm's speakers at this level are a two-person lift, so both of you get a set. At this point, the easiest is to sort of carefully half lift, half shimmy the speaker off the closed cell foam. And again, look at the elaborate packaging that they have added to ensure that this will come to you perfectly in one piece. There is an additional piece of closed cell foam sort of paper on one end. And then the easiest at this point is to put it up on its edge and remove the large bag. Again, there's a repeat of the same closed cell foam and bubble paper. And as I roll it around, we see that the bag itself, that is a combination protection and polishing cloth, is sealed at the bottom with a little bit of Velcro strips. The first thing as I rotate it round though, is we see the other half of the bracketing system for the centre speaker stand, allowing it to clip into this and look brilliant as far as putting a piece of art on a pedestal. It's ideal. Taking away the cloth protection, sort of folds open, and then it's a combination of sort of half sliding until you get to a point where by rocking the speaker you can sort of drag it off the final area of the speaker itself. Now, rotating it over for a moment, it's noted that the ends are protected with a further piece of shrunk wrap seal to keep it scratch free until of course you're ready to position it in a more permanent location. Swinging it around, we see what a huge centre speaker this is. Firstly, we see an integration of a disbursement and protection cover over the beryllium tweeter and mid-range. This is a perforated phase alignment lens. Now, that's a mouthful to say, but basically this elaborate shape is not just there for an aesthetic. Any dome may have resonant issues. Now you can virtually eliminate, if not 100% eliminate its effect by using this lens. It means that resonance is eliminated, and it means that you can also control and widen the disbursement of the mid-range and high frequencies into the room. It's ideal, and it's so beautifully well designed. And look, as always, hang around for some photographs. I'll take some close-ups of these key parts. You'll see again just how huge this centre speaker is, with the 4 7-inch woofers that complement it. The drive units are beautiful, again in a complementary black finish. The speaker itself, I'll sort of flatten it out so that we can have a look, is beautifully curved. There's a 7 layers of a composite wood material that goes into a press as far as how they produce this curve. Now the curve isn't just there for aesthetics, although it does clearly look beautiful. It's there to increase cabinet rigidity and virtually eliminate cabinet vibration. In fact, it's immeasurably low, so it's gone. And that care and attention to the design elements in construction haven't been lost on a speaker of this calibre. Again, very heavy, nearly 40 kilos. The drive units mean that the frequency response is huge as well, getting down to like 45 hertz. That's the territory of some large floor standing speakers, so it's wonderful to see that in a centre speaker. Picking it up again, or at least, no, it's too heavy. I'll turn it around. Spinning it around, we have a look, as I tilt it forward, we have a look at the binding posts at the rear. The speaker can be bi-wired or bi-amplified very, very easily with these beautiful binding posts. They're a 5-way binding post, clearly labelled with the positive and negative associated with the black and red. The binding posts themselves are brilliant as far as the quality and a lovely fit and finish, and the bridging clip between it has not been compromised either, leaving beautiful connections between all points. We've got the PersonaC logo and badge at the back, and then a dual port to ensure that the mighty drive units can breathe properly to be able to deliver all of that power and control into your room. Underneath the binding posts there is the serial number and a certification associated with a CE certification. So we carefully spin this around again and have a bit of a look. This beautiful, phenomenal centre speaker, the PersonaC Centre, unboxed here at the listening post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.